Yo, good afternoon. Welcome to the OddsShopper Odd Shop. Hold on. Let me back up for a second. Let me get this right.
Please.
Well, you love this.
It's what I live for.
Welcome to the Odd Shop. Yeah. The doors are open. Doors are open. Take a step inside. Look around. Take a seat. Let's shop some odds today. We got a lot of good action. Baseball. We got 2 NBA playoff games. Both of them knotted up at 2. Maybe against all odds, some might say, in both of these cases. But Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets, Philadelphia 76ers, Boston Celtics, two good games. We have a lot of plus EV props on the board right now. I actually sprayed on a bunch of these yesterday, and fortunately, a lot of them have moved in my favor. Doesn't mean they won yet. Certainly not. But here we are, man. How you feeling? I'm Dave Loughran. This is Ben Rasa.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Really excited for these games tonight. Yesterday, it's amazing. What the hell was yesterday? Yesterday was Monday. I avoided the traps. I don't know about you. Feel like that's sweeter than even getting the games right. Like I looked at Edmonton and I did nothing. And that was a huge win. They got smoked last night, avoided the Warriors, who I kind of liked. So I was pretty happy with it. I fell right into the Knicks, but they're just bad at basketball, and that can't be avoided. Did you watch that game?
No, I didn't. I actually had no interest.
They're rebounding.
What?
Their rebounding was so bad.
I was following on Twitter, and everyone was saying that the rebounding was essentially as bad as it could possibly get. I didn't want to watch that game. I watched so much basketball. I'm watching every game there is. I just didn't feel like watching that one, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're the only team I actually care about. There were multiple rebounds that were contested between two Knicks, and it resulted in the Heat getting the ball. That's not an exaggeration. Like, no one was there, and they just fought for it and went out of bounds. One went over the back of the backboard. The Knicks couldn't get the rebound. Just crazy stuff, but I'm much more excited for these games. And then just from a betting standpoint, I'm much more excited for these games. I think that the props and the individual players in these games are more exploitable than the Warriors rotation right now, which is the Looney situation makes it really hard to decipher stuff.
Very much so. You want to hear what the odds are for these 4 series left right now to win the series?
Please.
All right. And by the way, happy to have you guys with us as always. Appreciate you jumping in. We're going to have a fun show ahead of us today. And then, of course, if you want, and your DFS players, jump on over to the Stochastic channel. We got the deeper dive coming up for NBA. We got the live before lock coming up for NBA as well. Those guys will help you fine tune the process, get the best lineups in heading into tonight's slate. But yeah. All right. So you're usually pretty good at this. So one of these did actually surprise me a little bit. So do you have them pulled up or no?
I don't know.
Okay. So I just want to get your feel, and chat, feel free to jump in and take a guess on these as well if you don't know them. What do you think the Celtics are to win the series right now?
The Celtics to win the series?
All of these will be to win the series. All 4.
Minus 400.
Okay, close. 330.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you have the Nuggets at?
This is game 5. Minus 280.
Okay, that's what I thought it would be at too, because they're so dominant at home. Phoenix essentially has 2 players right now. DeAndre Ayton, since Chris Paul went down, has the lowest usage rate on the Phoenix Suns. Behind Jock Landale, behind Landry. Point being, they have 2 guys, right? It's minus 165.
Ooh.
Isn't that like, that actually is a bet that I like.
I said it. You can check the tapes, by the way.
Hold on. I told Josh, I was like, Ben said that he thinks this could be an every home game winner, right? That's what you said?
Absolutely.
I was like, do you agree? He goes, nah, not at all. And then a couple of days later, after they knotted up at 2, I go, remember I was telling you, Ben said that this could be a every home team wins? I feel the same way as you, which means I think there might be value on Nuggets minus 165, especially with Durant and Booker playing 100 minutes a game.
Literally, also, Devin Booker is just shooting, a crisp 80% from the field. That seems sustainable. I mean, give me a break. He's fantastic, but come on. Like, I just look at the game tonight. Okay, the Nuggets are around minus 250 money line.
Yep.
If they can get game 5, like 2 more chances, I don't know. I think this is Denver's series to lose, and I think they're going to win tonight, obviously.
I have Booker under 46.5 PRA. It obviously isn't something that's going to feel great for you, but it moved to 45.5, 44.5 in a lot of places. So it is trending down, but that was, I'm glad that I'm glad that we see this similarly, that minus 165 really seems a little bit weird, just given how good the Nuggets are at home and how the Suns, listen, we need to credit Booker and Durant for what they've been able to do. They're doing everything for the Suns. Do you do that for 7 games though, and then close it out in Denver?
I think Denver's more likely to win in Phoenix than Phoenix is likely to win in Denver.
Agreed. What do you think the Heat are? This should be,
should be off the board. It just should be. There is no minus 700.
Close 800. That's right in the ballpark though.
Yeah.
I told you guys he's good at these, but I knew you'd get Denver wrong because it's
that's too heavy. I'm stunned that.
Yeah.
Not heavy enough in reality. I really thought they'd be less than Boston, but closer to Boston than to nobody.
Right. Boston minus 330, tied 2-2 with home court advantage in game 7. Denver tied 2-2 with home court advantage in game 7, and the best home team in the league.
It just, I can't believe people are, I'm not going to say they're undervaluing, but Denver is borderline unbeatable at home.
They're really good at home.
Like this is no joke. You can't go in there and I don't know. I don't think Booker can keep. Then again, Jokic is just like 55, 25, 15, 6 and 5. So he's got that going for him.
Lakers.
This to me is the toughest one because it's the Warriors, but they're down obviously 3-1. I'll say minus 425.
Great guess. Minus 500.
Man, that's pretty heavy. Like the Warriors are going to win game 5. Like I really feel that way. And I don't know if they can win game 6, but
I know. I was surprised by that as well, but there you have it. And then tonight we got some good stuff. It's time to dive into this. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you have. Tell your friends about the Odd Shop too. Help us build this. And if you're not in our chalkboard yet, it's a completely free app. We got 1,900 people in there now. We're almost at 2,000. So shout out to all you who have joined us and helped kind of cultivate a great community vibe over there. All the picks are free, all the conversations free, not just like trial, but forever. So if you want to jump in, it's awesome. You can sync all your sports books, track your bets on there. All the box scores are built into the app. Really, really fun app. And we've had a great time building it with you guys. So if you're not in there, jump in, say hi too. Go in the general chat, say what's up. Super welcoming community. And you'll feel right at home in the Odd Shopper chalkboard. All right. Links down there too. Like I said, it's always going to be free. But Calvin Weeks said Calvin Weeks, what's that?
Yeah, I was reading that same comment. Go ahead.
Calvin said someone won 20K last night in chalkboard. Who was? I was probably sleeping, man. Once a week I go to bed early to kind of refuel because I got a hockey game at 9:30 tonight, so I'm not going to be in bed till real late. Had to prepare for this. That's what he said. Everyone was sweating it in there with him. Who was it? And was it DFS or was it a parlay?
I don't know.
Me neither. That's sick though. John Cy or John CY 2000. That's awesome. I love Calvin's like, dude, Calvin's a staple of the community in Charlotte.
That's the best part about the community. It's a community within the community. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
Calvin,
that's
Kyle
sick,
B,
though.
Helms, all those guys, just, foundation of that place. I love it. DFS 30 and the 100K. That's awesome, man. All right. You ready to shop around some odds? And somebody asked what's the parlay for today? What's the parlay? I would say we're going to get to it because I know yesterday didn't hit. We love Aton. We love Eric, but
come on.
Last show we did together. 3 of 3, baby.
Cash money.
Yeah.
Just cash money. No, hey, but I will say it every time. If you're going to lose a parlay, give me 0 of 3 every single
100%.
time. 100%. So we throw out Monday. You and me are here. We brought in, we're from the bullpen. We're ready to go. No problem.
I had one the other day where it was like, I had a 3-day parlay across 3 days, like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Thursday and Friday hit and Saturday lost. Wouldn't you much rather just have Thursday lose every time?
And then I want Friday to lose because it's already dead. Just
exactly.
What do I care? Just burn it down.
Yep. I hear you. But yeah, no, we'll have We'll have the community parlay. Got a lot of, I've been throwing some parlays out on Twitter. John Gray buried me yesterday, though. Zach Gallen got there. John Gray
He was
buried
striking
me.
out people like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah. He's like 2 strikeouts a game to start the season. Not to say that I'm doing advanced analytics saying that, but like he just hadn't been getting it. Swinging strike rate was okay, but he just wasn't punching guys out. 8 strikeouts, done deal. But whatever.
I had a good one yesterday on the strikeout props. Whoever H. Brown is from the Astros.
Hunter Brown under 5.5. I had it too. He only had 3.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I had
no
that
problem.
one too. I pulled that from OddsShopper, matter of fact.
So what do you think? If I'm calling him H. Brown, you think I've got big analysis on who that is? Yeah, don't know who that is, but I saw that one. I jumped on it immediately. I sweated that. Them and the Angels yesterday. That felt good. I actually really needed that. That was a big one.
El Negro Loco, I was cursing you out to myself for the gray pick, Lough. Why, dude? Don't bet it then. I don't know what to tell you. Don't curse me.
Look what you did.
It was our
Your
number
fault.
1 prop on the Bet Pro tool. Number 1. It was the top prop on the Bet Pro tool. Don't curse me out. Don't bet it. Come on, man. All right. Anyway, we got a lot to get into here. You know, I'm looking at. Why wow? What are you wowing for?
Yeah. See, I'm with him. No respect as usual. Deflecting blame.
Just telling you.
Yeah.
Just telling you, man.
My strikeout props. H. Brown, my man.
I was on that too. I should have. It helped me salvage. I should have known with Gray though, because it just kind of seemed too good to be true. And when that's the case, you know what usually happens. But
Yeah, disaster. And so, yeah, God, I'm just looking over my bets from yesterday. Some real shenanigans, but that's good.
And why do someone asked, why do I play hockey but not watch? I follow it, but I don't follow it closely anymore.
It's the best. The
I
Leafs
should.
on the verge of being swept. Real good job, Toronto. But
All right, let's take a look at. The Flyers do stink. Let's take a look at some of these. We got some good stuff, and I want to dive into this. So we've got a lot right now that's coming up as just plus EV spots. And if you want to start, I say we start with some basketball. Yeah, want to start with some basketball?
sure, Jamal Murray, top of the board.
Yeah, I mean that absolutely scares the shit out
Ooh.
of me.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You can take that one. Under 2.5 threes. Now you're getting plus money. That's the key here. Plus 115. But I'm quite worried that Jamal Murray is going to launch a lot of threes tonight at home in a game like this. So for me, that's one. If the line is lagging, you can find that plus 115. Absolutely. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole if I don't get the right number. Sometimes I'll make an exception. This is not one of them. I think he plays really well tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you. And
then again, 2 of 18 in his last 3 games from 3.
What's that?
He's 2 of 18 in his last 3 games from 3.
I know, which is definitely surprising, but he's just been so good at home. I mean, look, here's the thing. If you're betting that, plus 115 is the best place to get it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's even money in some spots. So you're at least getting it at plus money. He has not been shooting well from 3. That is true. But at home in the postseason, 4 threes, 6 threes, 5 threes, 6 threes, and then 0 for 9 from 3. But at home, he's gone over this in all but one home game. That's what scares me. He's awesome at home.
Yeah, and they're awesome at home. I really do like that spot for him, but I'm gonna have to monitor it because again, there's not a ton there. You can go to Jokic over 30.5. He grades out positively, plus 100 even money on DraftKings. I'm fine with that. No one can stop him.
Yeah, the PRA on him is like 53.5 today. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane. But you know what? I'm just looking over the rest of these and I see Marcus Smart over 4.5 assists. That's interesting because, and that's on DraftKings, by the way, minus 145. I like that. Minus 145, you know, on DraftKings, minus 154. Other spots have it at over 5.5. Bet Rivers minus 167. So it's really not a bad spot to get over assists on Marcus Smart. it's just one of those lines where I think it is where it should be. But in the postseason, he's gone over in what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 5 of 10, 5 of 10, So I think that's perfectly reasonable spot here at home. He has been playing considerable minutes as well. 37 in regulation, 42 in overtime last game, or 42 including overtime, 34 the game before that. They blew him out in game 2, but in game 1, 35 minutes. So you're definitely getting considerable amount of playing time for Marcus Smart right now.
I've been going over on Smart's points, rebounds, assists. And I don't know if it was like the books were budgeting that he was injured and it had no effect, but I like these. I also like, this is just kind of a personal preference. I really like these lines when they're in this range because you see the value right off there. I just clicked in Marcus Smart over 4.5 assists, minus 145 on DraftKings, minus 167 on Bet Rivers, minus 154 on Caesars, minus 160 on PointsBet, minus 162 on FanDuel. Like you're seeing 15 to 20 cents difference everywhere else. And I like the spot in to begin with. So I'm fine with that. 35 plus minutes again tonight in a huge game. Probably my favorite prop on the board right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcus Smart is out there a ton. Now, part of it that's a little annoying with Boston is you're living pretty high variance with their assist opportunities because like 90% of them are a 3-point attempt. But still, he's just out there. They're at home. I think they're going to play well tonight. They're a 7-point favorite. He's just going to have a lot of assists.
No question. Al Horford over 6.5 assists. Let me do something real quick. I'm just going to sort by DraftKings and FanDuel. On OddsShopper, obviously, the best thing here is that you should have accounts on every book possible, like any book that you can get them on. Your first week is free, by the way. If you're looking at the screen, you want to take advantage of this. There's just absolutely a million different ways to get really, really good bets here. And even on sports, you don't know. You're finding the best bets because it's a market-based approach. It's very much that simple. Market-based approach. You're getting the best lines across all books. And a lot of times, here's how you know this stuff is valuable and why it works. 2 reasons. Ben, you can attest to this. 1, you could place that bet because it's a better line at, say, FanDuel than anywhere else. And then you could look at it 15 minutes later and the value is gone. They've adjusted that line, right? That means something. Also, this part is kind of bittersweet. It's good, but it sucks. You'll start getting limited on some of these smaller books because they don't want bettors making profitable bets. So when they see you making these bets, they'll say, all right, you know what? We prefer losing bettors. The great thing is there's still a lot of sports books out there that aren't just going to limit you like that. But there are some that will. And if you've used this tool, you know that. If you're using it right and you're getting the right bets in, they will limit you. It only means one thing. It means that is a process that they're not willing to cater to, to the point, Ben, where they won't even take your money anymore.
Yeah, it starts and ends there. They're in the money-making business. They want people, when you see those screenshots where it's like, oh, I got down an exorbitant amount of money, there's probably a reason for that because they want those bets. They don't try to do that on these type of bets. Not going to happen at most books. And yeah, there's just so many options. Chat was just pointing out Bet365 has these lines crushed. Yeah, if you're fortunate enough to be in those states, another great option. But I'm in New York, I don't have them. There's a lot of value on the board on DraftKings tonight. FanDuel's got a couple, but Marcus Smart, that's at the top of my list right now.
Yeah, and we have Bet365 on OddsShopper, by the way. If you're in Colorado, Ohio, New Jersey, or Virginia, we've got that on there. But yeah, first week, completely free. Link in the description if you want to sign up and give it a test spin. We'll use the parlay builder in a little bit to build one out. But yeah, I think ultimately when I'm looking at the bets today for basketball, 1, there's a couple that really stand out. 2, there's some that I want to get to for tomorrow as well. There are a couple that I have no problem getting to for tomorrow. Right now, Gabe Vincent under 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists on FanDuel. No issues there. We've seen the playing time on Gabe Vincent be very volatile. And with that being the case, I think you could be staring at another situation where you're getting, additional minutes from Kyle Lowry. Gabe Vincent doesn't see enough run. Under 17.5, I think this is one that moves in our favor if you take that now. That's on FanDuel, like I said. Gabe Vincent played 22 minutes last game. He did not return in the fourth quarter. Final 16 minutes, he did not play. Lowry closed the game out along with Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Caleb Martin, and Bam Adebayo. That doesn't mean that it's always going to happen, right? Like Max Strus had a really solid game. Lowry got real hot in the fourth quarter, really hot. But when you run that risk with a guy like Caleb Bart or with Gabe Vincent, and you can get on these early, I think that's always a good spot to get to before it adjusts.
Oh, of course. I mean, again, just when you're using these tools, you'll see the value just because look back at your bet once you lock it in, and more often than not, you're going to get some closing line value there. And yeah, him and Love certainly have shown that they may not get that fourth quarter run. They certainly didn't last night. Let me ask you, I want to bring up one more. I know you mentioned yesterday, but I want to go back to today. Your boy, Tyrese Maxey. You were ribbing him before the show, saying he needs to play well tonight. 52% X-win, 6% ROI on under 2.5 threes for him at plus money. Are you into that? Or do you think he's just, 40 minutes and 8 attempts is going to get him there?
Honestly, when it comes to James Harden and Tyrese Maxey, the only spots I'm looking for there, I think you can get to some spots with Maxey. I would rather just ladder threes and take my shots on that. But think about it. James Harden in games 1 and 4. Without James Harden, they get absolutely smoked, right? They lose both of those games. You saw what happened in game 3 and 4. James Harden was terrible. I mean, it honestly looked like he was throwing the game at one point. And I'm not even set. It did, man. He was pulling a straight Ben Simmons game 7 against the Atlanta Hawks. That's what we had out of James Harden. Game 4, truly dominant. I'm going ahead and I'm saying, well, let me at least look at some of these ladder plays, because if I don't get there, I don't have, or you know what? I might not even ladder it, Ben. I might just go with one bet to the top end of alt threes. Because I could see it being like a 1 or 2 3-point game for Harden, or another 6 or 7 3-point game. You know what I mean? I just think that they're just such night and day outcomes. And I don't think anyone is capable of predicting what version of him we're going to get today.
Yeah. I mean, there's a handful of candidates within the playoffs where I say this all the time. You can make a real good case for shorting their actual line and laddering or going alt line over at the same time, because when they get going, they just keep going, and their range of outcomes is huge. Jamal Murray's like that too. We laddered him on a show a couple weeks ago. And then we've seen the results lately where he's going under 2.5 threes a lot. Most threes in the game, Maxey plus 340.
That's tough because Boston shoots a ton of threes.
They really do take a lot, and Boston probably is going to win the game, but
like if Maxey makes the most threes, I might also be betting the Sixers to win.
That's Seriously. What I'm saying.
Okay, Tatum's 3-point prop is 3.5, shaded to the under heavily, but still 3.5. Jaylen Brown 2.5. Horford's at 1.5, but we saw him in game 3 at 5 of them. Harden at 2.5. Dude, there's just so many guys there's so many different players. Harden 5 plus threes is plus 600. Like that is interesting. That is very interesting to me.
Sorry, I'm putting in this Marcus.
You're good. I'm saying Harden. What I was saying is Harden 5 plus threes is plus 600, is 6 to 1.
I mean, again, he's that type of, he's going to need one of those games. I don't say this a lot. If I was going to do something like that, it does feel same game parlay-esque, because the chances that, and I know you're going to pay for it, but like Harden having a monster game seems like one of the few outs that Philadelphia has tonight.
Yeah. He's done it in 3 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 of 8 playoff games already. He has 6 plus threes. He has a 6 3-point game and a 7 made 3-point game just in this series alone. I don't know, man. I think 6 to 1 is.
That's not bad.
I think that's a pretty decent number, to be completely honest with you. You're talking what, a 14% That's 14% implied probability on Harden hitting 5+ threes.
Yeah. Again, you're not worried about like median outcomes. You're just talking about ceiling. So I get it. I got one more for you, and then we can go wherever you want. Parlay builders, baseball, something I don't even know about.
Okay.
So in the last game, and again, every game's different. Now they're hitting the road. Campaign, not super effective, and that's putting it pretty mildly. Obviously, Shamit really came on 6 for 9, 19 points, played 30 minutes in that game. Payne under 1.5 threes. Now it is juicy, -165. But man, that's upwards of -200 elsewhere. That seems like an easy add to the card.
At minus or under 1.5 threes?
Yeah, -165.
Yeah, that honestly, I don't have any issues with that. You're talking about a guy that has a 15% usage rate in the 2 games played without Chris Paul, where he's been starting. Will he get a few opportunities? Sure, but he's definitely going to be limited. Definitely. On the season campaign, 35% 3 points, 35.5%. That's fine. But he's attempted 4 and 5 threes in the last 2 games, only 25 minutes last game. I think it's also possible that the Nuggets could win this one handily. And you could see campaign's minutes get cut into a little bit. Not to say that they have a ton of alternative options, unless like you want to go to a Landry Shamet again and throw Booker at the 1 if Shamet's hot. But yeah, I don't mind that whatsoever.
Yeah, I think shorting campaign is on my priority list tonight. I think they have other options in terms of personnel. I don't really like his game in this spot. I don't really like the Suns overs in general tonight. So I'm going to probably look to short him.
I shorted the hell out of Okogie the other day. I mean,
yeah,
big
he's
time.
Another one.
Not last game, the game before that, where you had Monty Williams saying that Warren and Ross and everyone were going to play under 6.5 points. He played 10 minutes in the game. So I do think this is an interesting Phoenix team, because there are, I don't want to say like cheat codes here, because there aren't, but there are avenues to where you make some of these bets and you just coast easily because the lineup the rotation looks way different. Like TJ Warren playing less than 20 minutes, or Jock Landale jumping in and playing 21 and 22 minutes over the last 2 games, and DeAndre Ayton not closing.
I had that last night, and I knew Jordan Poole was not going to have a big piece of that game, and I did nothing with it. And then he didn't. It was that was a can't miss prop if you saw what he played.
Yeah.
Miserable. But yeah, the Suns have those. What?
You just got a fire on those.
I know. I saw the Gary Payton news. They're searching, and it really felt like he might be the odd man out.
What do you think what do you think the line is on Tyrese Maxey 5+ threes?
5+ threes.
Harden's 6-1.
750.
550.
So he's more likely to do it than Harden.
Shorter odds than James Harden.
Does that make sense? You know the team better than me.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Harden is going to. No, I don't think it does. As a matter of fact, do you? Do you think it does?
No, but I again, I don't watch a ton of Sixers games. Just looking at what we're looking at, not really. Maxey's just been. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, and he's not shy, but
so does Harden, and neither is he.
Yeah, I just view Harden as like Harden. I don't know. I view him as someone that's just more likely. It's probably a leak in my mind more than anything.
I don't know. Embiid has a 34% usage rate in this series. Harden has a 31% usage rate. Maxey is at 22% usage rate. So I don't know. Do it that as you want. In the games that Embiid has played 33%, Harden has 26%. Maxey at 19% usage in the 3 games that Joel Embiid has played. So, yeah. Just throwing it out there. I think it's really interesting if you're looking at a team that we have no idea how they're going to come out today, and maybe they end up playing well. There's definitely a possibility that it just comes on that it's on James Harden's shoulders.
Do you have any takes on the games?
Maxi's plus 400 at 5+ threes.
You're falling in love with these, aren't you?
Hold on, real quick on DraftKings. Harden's plus 475. So yeah, Maxi's shorter odds there as well. Anyway, yeah, I have a take on these games. Boston and Philly, there's no way I would touch a side on this game. It all is contingent upon how James Harden plays. I know I'm a broken record with this. I totally get it. But it is. If he plays poorly, dude, you can't run the offense through Joel Embiid. People can call me crazy for this, but you can't run it through Embiid strictly. Like, he can still give you 30. He can still have a 30% usage rate. You need James Harden to be the 1A in a game like this. You just do it against this Boston team. Embiid was completely cooked, gassed late in that game. Al Horford was blocking him at the rim on like 3 straight possessions. You need James Harden. Anyway, I'm not touching the side on this. Denver and Phoenix, I grabbed Denver at -5.5 earlier today. I do think that this game at home, I do like the Denver Nuggets. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that both spreads are pretty spot on. I'm not really looking to take a side in either. You can find the Nuggets at -6. You have to lay a little extra juice at -114 on FanDuel, but to me, the only reasonable, actionable place, I guess, would be Denver money line as a piece, -240. I'm fine with that, but I also don't think it's, run to the window. I just think they're going to win pretty handily.
Do you have any real feeling for Boston, Philly?
No. Honestly, no. Like, it's one of those games, whatever the result will be, I'll be like, oh yeah, I kind of saw that, but no matter what it is. Like, if Boston wins by 25, I'll say, yeah, game 5 at home, got hot from 3. If Philly wins the game, I'll say, yeah, when you have 2 elite superstars, Boston's been far from invincible at home. I'm not touching that game.
Neither am I. Jake said PrizePicks 2-man. Yeah, we'll get into that. Also, Josh Engelman's been crushing. He's been putting out 2 picks every day recently on the channel. He does a quick video here, the PrizePicks video. That's out too, Jake, if you wanted to check that. But yeah, we'll build a parlay, and it's Taco Tuesday as well. I think it's time that we maybe take a look at some promos. It's Tuesday. We usually get some good promos on Tuesday across these books. Some of them not so good. It's our job to be the arbiters of value or not. Ben, are you up for the task, my friend?
All right, let's see what we got. I have not seen all of these, so I'm excited to kind of get first impressions on some of the boosts.
So let's go. And if you guys see any as well that that we haven't hit on from other books, maybe, like, even if they're not available to me in PA, we can still take a look. I say we start with these superstar boosts.
Okay.
DraftKings, Joel Embiid and Jason Tatum, 25+ points each. That's boosted to +150.
Boosted to +150. Okay, let's see what we can figure out here. Ooh, I'm sorry. I was looking at, as I'm sure you were, Lofty, the Dallas Baptist baseball game score. What a battle. Yeah. So 25+. Okay, so we've got, they're at 28.5, both of them normally.
Yep.
25+ points each. Seems pretty good. Let's see what we can find. What do you think about that?
I think it's fine too. It doesn't, I don't hate that at all. I know Jason Tatum had a brutal first half. He shot like 1 for 9 and then came out in the second half and was purely dominant on the boards too. 18 rebounds, only finished with 24 points. But again, that was coming off of just a horrible first half. It's a miracle that he got where he did. I think Jason Tatum 25+ looks good.
Yeah.
He's gone 25+ in 1, 2, 3, 4, for whatever this is worth. 5, 6, 7 of 10 playoff games for Jason Tatum.
I mean, you're talking about basically rough math. I'm just fiddling around here. If you think that they have an equal chance to get 25 the break even on each individual prop to get to 150 is just north of minus 170. So if you think that they're better than that, you've got some value there. And the books are indicating that that is, in fact, a good spot.
All right. And then
I'm going to bet that boost. So I'm betting that boost. That's one I have in New York. I'm definitely going to bet that boost.
I wonder what the limit is on that.
Sure, it's low, but every little bit helps.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, if it's a good bet it regardless, especially when you're getting at plus money too.
That's what I mean. Like, give me my $10 into 15 and it'll be an extra golfer.
What's that?
It'll be an extra golfer on my outright card.
Yeah, there you go. And who knows? They might give you 25 here. Shohei Ohtani, plus 150, boosted to plus 150 is 1+ hits and 6+ strikeouts.
What a world. Like that's just a thing now. The guy's getting hits and strikeouts. Okay. This obviously I can't eyeball this one, which is better and worse.
Let's look to the numbers here then.
Yeah, we got to look to the numbers because I don't know anything.
That is hilarious, right? Just what a world that we live in right now.
Yeah, the guy. Guy's the man.
He's amazing. Plus 150. So his strikeout prop over 7.5 minus 140. All right. Over 7.5 minus 140. To record a hit minus 230.
Where are you looking?
FanDuel.
Oh, so he's minus.
I'll pull it on DraftKings too.
DraftKings, he's minus 150 to get a hit.
Wow.
So big difference.
Wow. Okay.
And his strikeout prop on DraftKings is 7.5. The over is minus 125.
Well, I think it's probably a good bet.
Yeah, I would agree.
I actually like that quite a bit, if we're being honest. Like 7.5. You're getting it shaded to, you're getting juice on the over pretty much everywhere, right? I can pull that up on OddsShopper right now. So let's see.
You're definitely getting shaded to the over.
I'm saying everywhere, like pretty significantly.
There's just degrees. Like you want to find, of course, the real way. Again, you find the true odds and then you parlay it and see what it comes out to. We're just doing that on the fly here, but.
Right, of course. Yeah, over 7.5. Yeah, pretty significant everywhere. I like that, actually. I'm going to bet that.
All right, 2 boosts. We're 2 for 2.
I'm going to bet that, yeah. I feel like some of these sports books have been doing a little better lately with not just giving you garbage boosts and telling you that they're good.
Yeah, there's been, I mean, obviously when you get like the 50% boost and it's whatever you want, that's pure gold every time. But even these have been, I bet more of these lately.
And then we have FanDuel. This is always a fun one. Dinger Tuesday. We'll get to Taco Tuesday too and build a PrizePicks lineup out in a second. Dinger Tuesday. So wager 25 plus bucks for someone to hit a home run and get a $5 bonus bet for every home run hit in the same game, Ben.
All right.
You know the rules.
I know the rules.
First question up. First order of business. If you go to MLB bets on OddsShopper and sort by FanDuel, do we have any plus EV home run bets? We can start with that.
Okay. Let's take a look there. I was starting with what game do I want? And it was
all right, you do that.
I want the Reds and the Mets.
What's the total?
10.5. Scherzer got scratched.
Okay. 10.5. Joey Gallo, Minnesota versus San Diego. That's plus 330. I think I'm going to pull up our Bet Pro tool just to see if our projections have anybody looking better than.
Yeah, let's see. So we're looking for FanDuel. I have to play MLB DFS tonight. Oh, gonna be. But don't give me a what from down there. May's yelling at me. I'm in a tournament. It's because they had that Survivor thing. It's a pretty cool contest.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah, but it shifts. I didn't read the rules. I thought it was only NBA. It shifts to MLB. So
You've been
I just
putting
have to
some
play MLB
research
tonight.
in?
What?
You've been putting some research in?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been obviously after the show, I'll just go to our tools and use those because I can't be
Of
equipped to
course.
build a
Yeah, you're
lineup
not gonna
here.
just learn it and
No,
brush up on that.
I'm
And
gonna use H Brown again. Maybe he'll pitch back to back.
all right, I'm gonna see if there's any good home run bets in the Bet Pro tool. Bet Pro tool utilizes our projections as well, so sometimes I like to cross reference these and see if there's something good popping up, and if there is, I will happily take a look. All right, FanDuel, do we have any plus EV home run bets? Vogelbach, New York Mets, and Cincy.
That's the best game.
There you go.
Look at that.
There you go. 6%. 6% EV, Ben.
Okay. Let's
He's
see.
plus 450. That is by far our best home run prop.
I will say too, you can find that Bet Rivers got him at plus 650. So that's also another avenue with that guy. But for this boost, good game to target.
Bet Rivers is wow. Usually FanDuel's got the best props on these.
They do normally.
The best,
even
the best
in the NHL too. Like to score a goal.
Always
FanDuel.
Always, yep. And double doubles a lot of times are DraftKings, like the double doubles and triple doubles.
You would know that.
I certainly would. All right. I'm gonna go with Dan Vogelbach then.
Okay. Didn't know he existed, but let's do it.
Oh, you know who he is.
Oh yeah, Danny V, my man.
You don't know? You ever see him?
Used to be on the Giants. Is that a real comment?
He looks like a meatball.
Okay. Let's go to Wikipedia here.
He does. Like a meatball.
Daniel Vogelbach.
Or just Dan, but yeah.
No, Daniel.
Okay.
He played for, of course, I say he played for the Giants. He played for the Mariners, the Blue Jays, the Brewers, the Pirates, and the Mets.
Yeah, he's been around the block for sure.
Well, yeah, wow, this guy.
Yeah. Meatball, right?
Good for him.
Well, we need a homer for him today.
Well, he's gonna come through for us.
Yeah, man. All right. Do we have anything else? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. All right. Taco Tuesday. Let's take a look.
Let's do it.
They're always rotating these in and out. Obviously, you guys know PrizePicks. PrizePicks is doing some wild stuff right now. The $1 million every day in the NBA playoffs, somebody has a shot to win $1 million. The guy who got picked for it yesterday went all 6 overs in the Miami Knicks game.
And how did he do?
He won 2, he pushed 2, and he lost 1.
So he must have felt like a damn genius early because
it slowed down a lot, though.
They were scoring. The Knicks in the third quarter at one point were shooting 80% from the field, but they were losing the quarter because of rebounding. Yeah, because their rebounding is non-existent.
All right. Well, yeah, PrizePicks. All right, so let's do this. And PrizePicks, by the way, if you're not over there, 100% deposit match up to $100. Links in the description. And if you're trying to get, who knows, maybe you'll be lucky enough. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to get that drawing to win $1 million. They give you a 6-pick flex play, and if you hit all 6, you hit $1 million. If you hit 5, it's $80K. If you hit 4 of them, it's $16K. All you got to do each day of the playoffs, play one lineup. I think $5 minimum in the 6-pick flex play lineup. But yeah, link down there. You're getting 100% deposit match up to $100 if you want to get in on that and check PrizePicks out, because we got the PrizePicks parlay builder on OddsShopper. We got the Taco Tuesday today. Shall we pull that one up?
Yeah, Philip Grubauer, your boy.
Is that who the Taco is now?
Yeah, 22.5 goalie saves. He was at 26.5. So that's a no-brainer.
And these rotate throughout the day. Yeah, 15% off Taco Tuesday. Why is it called Taco Tuesday?
I don't know. Taco.
Something I'm missing?
It came from David Olson, one of their franchisees.
You looked that up?
Oh, so he coined the term Taco Tuesday, meaning that you could get, and it was spelled TWOSDAY, you could get 2 tacos on Tuesdays for 99 cents.
From where?
What? From Taco John's, whatever that is.
Taco John's. Okay. Yeah.
What the hell is Taco John's?
I know Taco John's. We don't have them around here, but I know about the old Taco John's.
I know Taco Bell and I know Papa John's. I didn't know there was a combination.
No, Taco John's, man. Yeah, I can't remember. I've been there before, but I can't remember where. And then there's Del Taco.
I've heard of that. I've never even heard of Taco John's.
You know Billy Taco in California?
No.
No.
Is that a guy or a restaurant?
No, it's a restaurant.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is elite coastal behavior. I agree with that. I don't know what goes on. Like, where is this? In like Missouri?
Which one? Taco
John's.
Oh, I don't know. There was one in New York.
Okay. Arthur Mims. I know Taco John's from Rapid City, South Dakota.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Calvin said elitist coastal Ben doesn't know Taco John's.
I've never been to South Dakota. I would like to go there, but
I only know it because someone that I spoke to before was like, have you been to Taco John's? And I said no.
Was that me just now asking you that? Or
no, someone who's a big fan of Taco John's. Matter of fact, Eric Johnson said it's in Wisconsin. It may have been Matt Gajeski that mentioned that.
This is something that could,
right? I mean, that
could make sense. Taco John's, maybe they are everywhere. I have never, you ever hear of Taco John's? No, we don't know Taco John's.
No. Okay.
No. We got salsa fresca and Chipotle.
What about Taco Juan's?
Also not familiar with that.
Okay.
Senior Tacos.
That's the one in Mexico.
Okay. If I go
Taco
to Tijuana,
John's is the one here
to watch a Zonkies game, maybe I will, you know that? Tijuana, the Zonkies.
Really? I went to Tijuana once.
Did you go to a Zonkies game?
That was an experience.
That is an experience.
Yeah.
But their basketball team is the Zonkies. I have bet on them many a times. What's a Zonky? I assume it's a zebra and a donkey.
Oh, I'm supposed to know that.
Well, what do you mean? Put it together. What do you think it is?
Why would I think that they're combining two animals?
What? Well,
so
it's donkey, remove the D and add a Z.
Right, but
how many animals start with Z?
What it means.
One.
What?
It's not. No, it's a real thing. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that either until I found that out. But I took a wild guess that if you add a Z to any animal, the zebra's involved. There's no other animals with Z.
Have you seen jellyphants?
No, but I would go with jellyfish and elephant.
Nope, giraffe.
Well,
jellyfish
and elephant would be quite an animal, by the way. I said that before I worked that out.
You should Google the jellyfin, though. It's wild looking.
Am I going to get like a virus if I do this?
Genetically modified giraffe and elephant. All right. So PrizePicks.
Jellyfish, though.
PrizePicks parlay builder. So we're throwing in the goalie one. And a lot of times, Ben, people ask, like, hey, is the Taco Tuesday a good bet? In my experience, every single Taco Tuesday prop is a good bet. Objectively, it's a good bet. All you have to consider is that they're taking a normal bet, whether you like the player or not, and they're cutting 15% off the prop that you'd be getting anywhere else. So it is like you have to bet these whether you like them or not. I mean, you could do whatever you want, really, but you should be betting these every single time you get them.
100%. It doesn't mean it's going to win every time, but it's the strongest piece of the puzzle every time. So it's a no-brainer. If you're not going to bet that, you shouldn't be making a card.
Exactly. Exactly.
What else do you want to put? So take that one out. Let's go to you want to go to the builder and see what else
I'm already in there, man.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm already in there.
You have me, you tell me to Google something and then you get a jump on all the best props. Smart.
Yeah, jellyfin, by the way.
Oh, go read about the jellyfin.
I just made it up anyway. There, you will not find it.
You know, I'm Googling it and I'm like, how do you spell this? And it's like, did you mean elephant? It's like, no, I meant jellyfin.
Did you mean jellyfish elephant?
Yeah. The Jellyfin was a movie
about a jellyfish elephant.
I don't know. I'm on IMDb now because of you. The Jelliphant. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's a short film. I'll have to watch that after the show.
Spelled G elephant
Just elephant with a G in
with a
front of
G.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I may have to give that a peek next time.
The
All right.
Zonky, you took the Zonky and you just destroyed
Bastardized
it.
it.
You really did.
I think I improved it. You wouldn't want to see an elephant, giraffe, a donkey, zebra is stupid. Anyone can do that.
Uh, yeah, well, jellyfish and elephant.
All right. So a lot of baseball in here. Santander Bank, right?
Don't get that out of here now.
Rowdy Tellez. And then you've got a few others here. You got Jace Peterson, not Jock. Jace Peterson over a half a base. Pete Alonso over 1.5 bases. Tyrese Maxey, there's your Maxey, under 2.5 threes. Oh, actually, I'm on the wrong parlay builder. That's
I was gonna say I don't see any of these on PrizePicks. I'm looking.
Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, Michael Lorenzen over 3.5 Ks. I swear to God, Dawson Mercer over 1.5 shots on goal is on this every single show that we do.
And how does it perform?
I mean, every time I honestly, I use it occasionally when I just need another plus EV prop, and it never stands out, so it must be fine.
Jeremy Pena over a half a total base.
Ooh, Eflin under 4.5 Ks.
What's that?
Yeah. I said Eflin under 4.5 Ks. Obviously, Durant points, rebounds, assists over. That feels nice to back. He's going to play 45 minutes again.
We've got a bunch of 55+% win percentage guys today too.
Yeah. I mean, and again, we have a great article on the site. If you're looking for those break-even percentages, PrizePicks is a little different, of course, because you're building out these 6-leg, trying to get that 25x, but 55% will more than get it done every time.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of them.
Well, we've got the by the way, PrizePicks Parlay Builder is in OddsShopper too. So if you're doing the 7-day trial, you're getting that as well as the actual Parlay Builder on top of that. I just when it's talking about regular sportsbooks, I'm just pulling up each one of them that I have an account on, and I'm just looking to see which ones have the best. Geez, that DraftKings one is insane. Where's the community parlay at, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't even looked.
God, Sixers plus 7.5 at 34%.
Okay.
I took Nuggets minus 6.5 on the poll.
I don't think I voted.
For the most part, the community parlay has actually done pretty well.
Yeah, the community, they've been fine.
All right. One more thing we have to do.
What?
We have to find the best ladder play of the night. For me, I think James Harden at 6-1 on FanDuel, 5+ threes, given the way he's played, is the spot that I want to get to. But I would I don't know if I even want to ladder it. I might just bet the 5+ threes instead of laddering.
I mean, I think we use that, or at least I do. I use the term ladder for all those like alt lines, anything like that. So not just incrementally building up, but sometimes I say, okay, just give me a guy who I think really has a chance to go way over on a number. Man. I wanted to say something about Michael Porter Jr., but I don't love the number. 5+ threes for him is plus 450.
It's so difficult when you're competing for usage with Jokic and then Jamal Murray at home. I mean, it's really just those guys. Aaron Gordon, sure, Bruce Brown, whatever. But like Michael Porter Jr. is pretty much the guy that once in a while you're going to get a decent game from him. I actually bet over on Michael Porter Jr. points yesterday for today's game. I don't have a ladder on it, but I do have one on points. I got over 14.5 yesterday. I think at minus 150, or might have been even money there. So it's at 15.5 now on FanDuel. On DraftKings, it's at I don't know where it is actually on DraftKings, but yeah, I got over 14.5. It's at 15.5 now. I'm satisfied with that. I'm a little bit hesitant to go with the laddering threes on him though. That scares me a little bit.
I just don't like the number. Again, someone for Denver to win the game, it's probably going to be Jamal Murray, but someone's going to have to help Jokic. If they're at home, they got multiple guys. I think Aaron Gordon's an interesting wild card. He just doesn't shoot enough threes. You would have to look to him maybe in some other type of over situation if you want to get him involved in an alt line. But I think Aaron Gordon is actually a super important piece to the puzzle tonight.
Okay. Honestly, why not Jamal Murray?
Well, yeah, Jamal Murray is a perpetual ladder candidate.
We hit the Jamal Murray ladder last week.
Yeah, again, and it was at home. His splits at home. Now I want to monitor. I have not bet anything Jamal Murray related. I want to monitor where his 3-pointers go. Ideally, I'd like the market to shift because the under 2.5 right now was potential value at some books that were hanging a bad number. 2 of 19 or 2 of 18 in the last 3 games. But again, 41 and 42 minutes. He took 29 and 25 shots in the road games. So he's still going to be firing even if they're not going in.
Drew Hars said, I found the way to same game parlay Harden's threes ladder with 30 plus points for plus 1,400. I wonder what the books with the correlation there are taken from you though in those odds.
Yeah, I mean, same game parlays, it's very tricky, but
well, I mean, because of the correlation between 5 plus threes and 30 plus points.
That's what I mean. That's like you add in the Sixers to win, and it like it won't move it as much as you think it would. But to the flip side, sometimes you can find some sneaky ones where you're telling the story. That's that showdown mentality.
If you all right, you have to give me one ladder play for today. Who is it? Doesn't have to be threes.
No, I just threes are always like the easiest example. Yeah, I really don't have a great one to be honest. Give me. I'm looking at Aaron. I want to get something with Aaron Gordon, but I just don't have anything to be honest.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon's a tough one.
Aaron Gordon 10 plus rebounds plus 550. It's gonna take a lot.
If Jokic feels like sharing, maybe,
Maybe, but he's just you're drawing to such an outlier there. Can these things happen? Sure, but I think you're kind of just throwing money away at that point.
I'm going to go Harden and Murray for one reason. It's feast or famine mode right now.
I mean, they're also like they play bad, they play good. Like 40 plus minutes usage is there. They may not shoot well, but you're going to get your chances. Aaron Gordon could just be walking around.
Right. It's feast or famine in the sense that the usage should be there. Who knows if they're going to shoot well? Because recently, Jamal Murray, cold from beyond the arc. I'm not convinced. I have no reason to believe that lasts, though, that's sustained. And Harden coming off a huge game, but also coming off 2 dismal games before that. Those would be mine for today. Okay. Yep. Those would be mine.
Yeah. Your ladders, you have a better eye on the ladders tonight than I do. What are you? So we got the Sixers plus 7.5. The community has spoken. Where is that? Do we have a book?
Which one?
Yeah, DraftKings fine for me.
Oh, Sixers, it's plus 7.5. What do you have?
So, do you know where you're going?
I have a pretty good idea.
What's the odds? I have a pretty conservative one. What's yours? You have plus money or something crazy?
No, not well. I mean, I would love to just go with like a wild Harden.
No, I'll set the stage here. I'm gonna stick with the same team I gave you the other day. I actually laid the puck line there for plus money on our show. I'm gonna say that the Stars even it up tonight against the Kraken. They're at minus 140 to win that game. I'll be honest, I don't know what to make of what we saw in the last game. I didn't bet it. I thought the Stars had pretty good opportunity and they got destroyed. I believe they gave up 7 goals. I kind of like that though. Just get the game, throw away the game. They can level this series 2-2. Seattle's a good team, but I believe the Stars, good goaltending. Minus 140 feels about right. Not saying it's massive value. They'll get it done for us tonight and we'll move on.
All right. And throw in Marcus Smart over 4.5 assists for me today as well. Minus 145.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, you can't take that.
Oh, it's Sixers.
You see what you've done?
You can on FanDuel. It's tough when you only have 2 games. All right, give me.
You should have bet Real Madrid.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Where do we want to go here? We're up against it. We're fine now.
Oh yeah, take your time.
Well, I'm gonna go. No, hold on. Mike, please just let me pick. Let me hold on a second here. Let me just find one. We're fine. We're fine.
Bet Campbell in college baseball, fighting camels.
You know what? I'll keep this relatively simple, man. James Harden point prop is what, 21.5?
What? You can't take that game.
God damn, dude. See, all right. Nobody talk to me. Let me figure this out on my own.
We're just gonna sit back. I'll be here. I'll be at the bar putting out the vibes.
Just please, nothing. No talking here. Thank you. All right. Give me you know what? I'll go with our top play on OddsShopper right now. We'll go with a little baseball action. That has done me well in these community parlays. Let's go. You guys got to start. You want to go? Okay, I got one. Let's go. How do you feel about a little slight plus money here on a plus 130?
That's what I was hoping you would do. That's why I wanted to take the stars to balance it out. You know what I mean?
Give me Alex Verdugo total bases over 1.5 plus 130.
Okay. There you go. Because again, it's always, but like, I don't want to put these at like 12 to, let's give ourselves a real shot. These 5 or 6 to 1, they've been working out real
They've done
nice.
really well for us. They've done really well. Done real well.
Yeah, the pressure.
There's a lot I like from that Sixers game that I wish I could throw in here, but it's just not practical.
Well, you'll be dropping those picks over on chalkboard, I have no doubt.
Yeah, man. Plus 652. Appreciate you guys as always. Follow Ben on Twitter at JazzRazDFS, me at Laffy_D. We'll see you back here tomorrow, right here on the Odd Shop. Peace.